Yeah. We'll be done by 6:45.
Yeah, whatever you can give us. It's all gravy.
Yeah.
Y'all from here? Y'all from Houston?
Yeah, Sugarland.
Sugarland.
Yeah.
Moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we lived in
So what high school y'all
We
went
lived in
to?
Alaska.
Dulles.
Dulles.
Yeah.
I went to Hightower.
Yeah.
Okay, you went to Hightower. Where'd you go?
Went to Elkins.
You went to Elkins?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we was at Dulles.
Yeah. It's funny, though. You see a lot of people who are doing, like, Billy Sorrells went to Hightower, and I'm like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, probably, hands down, my favorite comedian. Well, next to Kev on stage. But
Grew a lot, you know, on the comedy side.
he did.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm like, I love, like, I want to see him live.
I ain't gonna lie, I tell him too. I used to make fun of him when because it was funny to me just because I knew Billy. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just be like, oh my God, Billy tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It became shit, Billy funny. Okay, people used to go hard on Billy, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why he's so good.
Yeah, that's why he's so good.
Because he made, like, he's the reason why I bought Roast Me. And just seeing him be like,
they
Bigfoot having ass. I'm like, my dream is to get roasted by Billy Sorrells.
Roast me is funny. as shit.
Roast Me is
Roast
funny. Hell yeah.
He put me on Roast Me.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even watching it.
I love roasting,
I
man.
was like, yeah.
Did you ever watch it? Did I put you on
Yeah,
this
he
shit?
put me
I
on
put him
Roast Me.
Roast Me.
Yeah.
Blow something
Nah,
and watch Roast Me. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Sit
I'm
outside,
dying, bro.
blow something. I'm
Yeah.
like, really? And just watching Billy. And it make me proud because I'm like, bruh.
That light
Like-
skin dude in the back, the funny one, the guy, the bald head, the light skinned guy in the back.
From Cali.
Oh,
I think he from Cali.
I just forgot his name, too. The big swole one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He not on the new season.
I ain't seen
He on like 2 episodes of the new season. How
How
did
funny as one.
Craig?
They got new ones out?
Yeah, they got new ones. You got to buy it though. It's like $4.
now. Yeah.
It's $3.99 and it comes on Vimeo. Yeah, Vimeo. It came out last Friday. I bought it. Yeah, not Venmo, Vimeo, because every time I press, it's always like, which one am I pressing? But I bought it. I watched them all because I love Roast Me, and I watch it constantly, like
Yeah, he was
over and
telling me
over
about
and
it.
over again.
Because it was on Def Digital, right?
Mhm.
Is it still?
Yeah, they got the old episodes. They got the first 3 seasons, but then for season 4, you had to buy. Because, they can't say some of that stuff. They make a lot of gay jokes. Like, if you really want to come after them, I'd be worried. If Billy makes it a certain point, somebody just be like, bruh.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm
You don't
like,
want- you don't want Kevin Hart out here.
yeah, the sponsors. Nobody wants a sponsor.
Okay.
But that's what's going on.
All right.
Well, I guess black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Houston down to my socks.
That was real intense.
It was intense, and it's supposed to be
Way
intense.
more intense
Once
than
again,
usual.
we are back like the first time, but y'all don't know if we back or not. We've been here all the time. So I am Avery, like a very nice guy. Also, with my brother, y'all don't know he's my brother if you haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Just Devon.
Just
And then we
Devon.
got 2 Houston, 2 pieces of Houston royalty.
I said royalty.
Yes,
Said
royalty.
that early. Okay.
Royalty.
All right.
We got Delorean.
What's good, H-Town?
All right.
We in the building today, man, kicking it.
Okay.
I got my boy Pug with me in the building.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Pugtunes. One of the best producers ever.
Appreciate it.
I rival him to any producer of any side, of any town, of any city.
Like we it's a great sound.
It really
That
is.
comes out of Pug, and we'd be like, "Dog, who is this?"
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nah.
We appreciate it. This was supposed to be just like a DeLorean episode, and to be honest, we was gonna ask you about Pug.
Yeah,
So
I knew that.
I appreciate the fact that you just brought him down here.
I really do.
So
When he
it's
walked
like
in-
killing 2 birds with one stone. I was like, all right, cool.
When he walked in and said his name, I was looking at. He was just all regular. I know I made a geek face. I know I did. I turned into a fan. I was like, don't hug this man. Do not. Don't do it. Don't. I was like, he goes, Pug. I was like, Pugtunes? He was like, yeah. I was,
Nice.
bruh. And plus, it's
Nice.
amazing too because I've dabbled in production like all young black male, and a lot of the stuff you make, I just be like, I couldn't do that. Like, golly,
Man, I
it's just,
appreciate that. I
it's
appreciate
really
it
good.
for real.
It's really good.
Yeah, I appreciate it for real.
To DeLorean, how many times do you get confused for James Harden?
Not that often.
It's not that often.
Nah,
Just want to
that
know.
often, not
Okay.
that often. Nah, I don't hear Harden that much. I I don't hear hard that much. A lot of Caucasians come with me a couple times. That's all it's ever.
We know who's doing it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know,
Like,
other
we
than that,
know who's doing it.
I
They call him
I
Suge
get
Knight.
Suge Knight
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
Like a
sure.
lot. I feel like, okay,
Suge Knight.
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm like. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, man. You know, I get a lot of lookalikes. They used to say I look like Bud from the Cosby Show growing up.
Oh, without the beard, I
Yeah.
can see
You
it.
gotta-
I can
Yeah,
see
I can
it.
see that. I can definitely see that. That's that Bud from the Cosby Show.
That's
All
funny.
right,
We all
man.
got lookalikes, man.
Exactly. Man, we try to get into, well, with all of our guests, we go all the way back to the beginning
Yeah.
because we just want like a nice look at where you come from and how you get your sound and where you plan on going. So, I mean, starting off with you, I mean, you from Houston. Like, what part of Houston?
I'm from Missouri City, Broadgate.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Then we moved to Sugar Land. I done stayed out Westheimer. 290 and 1960 PV. I done lived up everywhere.
Golly.
I rep Houston, man. I done stayed on everywhere, so I rep Houston, man.
And you know what? I know you got to go to another studio session, so we're gonna make sure we're gonna skip ahead, man. What gets you into rapping?
Yeah.
What got me into rap?
Yeah.
Listening to music in my early stages of life, man, like really listening to like blues and 70s and 80s R&B. It was just those type of beats is what I really sound the best on because I was influenced to that rhythm, that style early at age. You know, Pops had a record player and I was on them first and then from the tape player, you know. So I think just listening to those records and then getting influenced to early 90s Houston rap like DJ Screw and Street Military Faculty and all of that, I meshed that together, you know what I'm saying? It's still like it's like an old rap 70s vibes, 80s baby with a 70s vibe type of rap sometimes,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I came with International Ballroom.
I mean, it is definitely like
Really
a
is.
blues jazz
Yeah.
type sound that you were like, and even on I would even say like Small Goals too. Still has that blues.
It
Most
does.
of the time, you said you
Doors
sound-
wide open.
Yeah.
I listened to that like 11 times on a date. I was
Oh,
just like,
man.
we're gonna listen to this
That's dope.
a
That's
lot. That's man, you got that. When you pick certain 80s beats, it's just like, golly, like another question I want to ask you. When it comes to putting together an album, you have an idea. A lot of people who put together albums, not knocking them, it's like they sound like burnt CDs. When you put together an album, it's all clear and concise and you have a certain idea. Like Nights at the International Ballroom was put together very well. And another thing, it's just, I mean, I went to the International Ballroom. So when I heard it, he put me on you. And when he told me the title, I was like, bruh, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh man, I made that for a select few people. Like it's just like a gift to people that was in that era. A lot of people won't get that. If you from Spring, if you from Lafayette, you probably don't get. You're not gonna understand it quite.
I mean-
but what's so crazy is people from out of state, they hit me and be like, man, you make me feel like I'm from Houston. You make me feel like you took me there. Like you took me to Houston.
You brought me
like,
back,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Cornbreads?
So yeah, all that.
Shooting
But I mean
dice
that-
outside,
all
playing
that.
pool inside. I was
All
like,
that.
bruh.
I mean, I always think that's why you're an artist that's like key in Houston, because when people sit up there and they talk about like you said, you're surprised that people from outside of Houston are, oh, you really let me feel what Houston's like. I liken it to like, you know, we didn't know what Dr. Dre and Snoop were living, but when the Chronic came out, I was like, yo, this feel like California.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When Wu-Tang came out, this feel like New York. When Biggie came out, this feel like New York.
Dipset.
When Dipset comes
Yeah.
out, this feels like this is the sound.
You know,
I mean,
125th and Lennox.
Exactly.
You ain't
Even
never-
though I've never been. You know what I mean? So it's like when you start naming, when you say like I'm on Main and I'm on and you start saying this is International Ballroom, you're really, it's not just fleshing out you as an artist, it's really fleshing out like what the city looks and feels like. And I mean to that, you
Man.
deserve a lot of credit, man.
I put it like this: if Jay-Z can rap about his projects, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
project building, I can rap about Missouri City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can rap about the Southwest because the same amount of people live there that can relate to that. It's in that same it's the same amount. You know what I'm saying? To
Absolutely.
me, and it looks like it doesn't matter like where you from. If you just make people realize and understand where it's at, they gonna know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like you never been to Alaska, but you can explain what Alaska is.
We
y'all
lived in
done
Alaska.
got your steps.
we
Y'all done been to- You get what I'm saying? Though?
No, I got you.
Jay-Z
I got you.
describe the Marcy projects to the T, and you just like, okay, I
Exactly.
understand what it feel like
Yeah.
to be in the
Exactly,
project building.
yeah.
I don't even ain't no project buildings in Houston.
Exactly.
So you know, we
Technically.
technically, not them skyscraper projects.
Not like that though.
Yeah.
But
They
it
think,
is one of
you
those
know,
things where like Jay-Z and Nas, when they give those descriptors, you're like, oh, okay, this is what it is. And I'm always amazed at people from other cities that don't want to talk about their city. Like, I'm like, this is what
think-
you know the best.
I think people don't realize how much people are influenced and how much influence you can have to make people understand. It's feel like, everybody feel like, let's talk about what's hot. Where is it hot at? It's hot in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So that's the feel that I want to have. That's what the music industry, the frequency is now. You know what I'm saying? So if you can show them that Houston, being yourself and relating back to Houston, because there's millions of people in Houston that want to listen to Houston music on the radio. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get it, we're into everything else that's playing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Until you hear it again, then you'll be like, okay, that's working. So I like that. You don't see it being successful. That's basically
That
what
trips
I'm
me out
saying.
though, because
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
successful.
But you don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it like
No, they don't. Yeah,
BET Awards.
Nah.
It's that wave of Houston that's left where it's like Houston is on the mainstream of winning.
I understand.
Not just legendary, not
That's
just
true.
respectful, not just respected, not just want to be like, come see you and party with you and be in the club with you, be in all your strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? But it's
and then
like,
take the sound.
but when it's Grammy night, is my car good? Is this the
Right. You are totally right.
You ain't answered.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
going, okay.
Because we got a
But
Canadian
you
that got
wanna
a lot of
try
our
to get in
sound. I'm
prime
like,
time. You want to get in prime time when you come in the city. You hit me to get in prime time. But
Well, I do
nah,
like.
but I'm talking in general though. You know.
No. I mean, in general, because I do like the fact that you're willing to show the work that it takes to come up. Like, I don't feel you as an artist are where you're gonna wind up or where you want to be, but you have no problem saying like, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing.
That's what
right
real
now.
is. I think real.
Like-
I think eventually real gonna win. I think
I
eventually
think so.
real gonna win.
Yeah, it
and
has
it's
to.
safe to stay real because
Yeah.
if you become something else, you're gonna be exhausted trying.
And
to
you
got
gotta
to
keep on trying to
You know
fake
what
it
I'm
out.
saying? You don't have to keep
Like,
going.
there's a reason why I feel like people like, and I mean, I would like you. I mean, J. Cole resonates with a lot of people because it's like, I'm not gonna fake. I think there was a point in his career he even said where it's like, I tried it, and then it's just like,
that first
it
album.
don't work.
Mr.
Like,
Nice Watch.
I gotta keep on doing this. And
But
then
who
it's
would
just,
turn down a Jay-Z feature?
Oh no,
Oh, no.
nobody's turned down Jay-Z.
No, no,
No,
no.
I would be on any song with
So
Jay-Z.
you gotta start-
I'm not gonna knock anybody. That's just, even when the Locks put on the shiny suits,
Yes.
I said, look, if Puff and Big and them say put these suits on,
I'm doing
who
it.
am I?
Yeah.
Who am I? What am I gonna tell them? No.
If your partner a millionaire and you're in the music industry, you're gonna listen to what he's
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
Of
Because
course.
it's like they know what they
Basically.
doing.
You're gonna try it.
When we do it, if it don't work, then I'm like, okay, well, we'll try something else. But I'm like, for the most part, I'm like, man, look,
I'm doing all of it.
y'all shot Mason Crew out of a cannon.
But see,
and
now
they
it's-
got they got money.
What I like about the game now is all about individualism. Now you
Yeah.
can be yourself.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
really not about like how many people you hang, how many people like in your stage on your stage with you. You know what I'm saying? How
True.
many rappers in your crew and all of that. It's just about you can be yourself, just like Wiz Khalifa and the late Mac Millers, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole's. They're themselves. It seems
true,
like
yeah.
to me they're selling you themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Yeah.
understand who J. Cole is when he sold his house and showed you
Yeah.
the store and everything. Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
likewise, but it's not about like I was part of this era. I did all of this. It's just a new wave now of what you can
Yeah.
be. You don't have see. It was so hard for after the Swisher House and the SUCs. if you wasn't a part of that right after that, then you wasn't like, oh, you ain't in SUC, you ain't in Switcher House.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they would just call y'all
Yeah.
New Houston.
yeah,
they'd be
and
like,
they
oh,
used to
that's
be
the
New
that's
Houston.
the
I
New
just brought this
Houston
up the other
guys.
day. They called us New Houston.
Yeah.
Some people ain't like
I'd be
that.
That's true.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We were just like, we ain't make the name up. Y'all called
Yeah,
us that.
We was like, we was just
to
rapping.
separate. I was like, you guys are rapping. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand how you
So,
New Houston.
I don't think nothing new is ever liked until it's accepted, until it's successful.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Every generation, our parents didn't like rap.
Yeah.
And then, you
Oof.
know, they parents didn't like rock and roll, and
Yeah.
their parents, you know, it's just a continuation of just growing and adapting that our cool and has switched. You know what I'm saying? To what's popularized. But I think the city is just got to keep going. I think we hit a roof where it's like, okay, I ain't take over Houston, I ain't take over Texas. I'ma just fade back when it's a whole world to take over. You know what I'm saying?
true.
You can. The whole state of California and Florida can make you successful. You don't have to be.
Yes.
It's dope
yeah.
to get love at home, but no one pays to come to their homie show.
No.
So why do you want to blow up? Why you want to be a millionaire in your neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? From your neighborhood,
Yeah.
grow them limbs out everywhere. You have the internet now. You searching
Yes.
everything else on there. Send your music everywhere it can be. Present it the best way you can, and be yourself. And then it's gonna be easy for you to make money off of
Absolutely.
That makes
Absolutely.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
Is that what keeps you motivated?
this shit. Exactly.
So, like, as far as touring, just we're skipping around here. You toured with Big Crit, correct?
Yeah.
How did you enjoy that?
That was like that really showed me what I thought I knew 10 years of working and shit and all that. Like, I didn't know nothing. Like, I learned what the fuck was going on.
Wow.
Because you gotta realize when you rapping and you doing them local shows in your city, you know what I'm saying? You have people that love you there.
Yeah.
They love you.
Yeah,
they
I
want to see you
understand.
win. They
Yeah.
fuck with you. They know you jamming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it might be a 70% talent, 30%. That's my nephew. You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
So it's like you do them shows and you have 180 people there. You know, it'll be a dope event. You keep doing those dope events. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to a town where nobody knows you and they coming to see somebody up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I don't even have to look at you. I'm gonna go get a drink. I go take a shit. I can go do something else. But if you get them to obtain what you kicking up there, it's like, damn, that boy Cole, he dope. What was his name? Shit, I'm gonna talk to him on my social network. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna buy his shit. Man, this a dude about your size bought my last small shirt just because he was fucking with
Just
the
because
music.
he liked the music.
And I was like, damn. We're getting confused of what works by
Yeah.
listening to our phone and what people are saying on our
Yeah,
phone. Like,
yeah.
we'll look at Lil Baby career and be like, we
That's
have
how
to
it's
get a
gotta be.
Bentley and we have to sit on a Bentley and I need chains. And I have to go platinum in 36 hours.
understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
I see your point.
The small goals. That's why I bring to the title.
Go.
I was promised
Small
to God. I
goals.
was talking to my boy the other day.
Yeah.
Boosie dropped a video where he has a blues album, and he has a song called Family Reunion.
Oh yeah,
He
and
got
it's
his
like
whole
him
family
and his
there.
whole
Yes.
family doing it. Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I was talking to my boy, and he was like, "Man, that's a big goal right there." And I said, "No, that's a small goal." Because
Ooh.
think about it like this: let's say you become a millionaire tomorrow, and you and your family not tight as that. Will that next event look like that?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it was a bunch of small things you did with your family, your cousin, your granny. You took care of mama. You mowed the yard for cousin Joe. You did this for brother-in-law. You bailed out little Ricky. You did this. He helped you out. You helped him out. Boom. Those small things you imply, it makes a story. Everybody trying to do a sitcom now in 30 minutes
Yeah.
with their
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
I've been rapping for a year. I just put this mixtape out in August. You know what I'm saying?
You
I put
right.
this tape out in August.
I've been rapping
You
for
know
2
what I'm saying?
months.
And niggas
Right.
still ain't,
Yeah.
niggas still ain't, man, y'all ain't gave me my card.
That's true.
Your card ain't long enough for me to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to draw. People gonna have to, when you blow up, a lot of people say, yeah, he blew up overnight. But I bet you the people that you never can hear from say, I've been listening to this nigga for 10 years.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
been on D-Lo.
true. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You don't see the success in it yet, so it don't kick in yet. But I'm telling you, like, a lot of people think everybody blow up overnight. It doesn't even work
Because
like
people
that.
get to it later. Like
Yeah.
people, they're not gonna wait. They wait till the blow up happens, or that's when they get exposed to it, and then they're like,
Exactly.
oh, this is just what I know. Like this is the part that I've seen, and you just see
Do
the
you
tip
ever
of the
see
iceberg.
people on the internet talking about shit they don't know about?
Yeah.
all the time.
So why you think they know what music?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
do you think
I
when they talk
understand.
about music? Why you think they know
Yeah,
what the
you're
fuck they
right.
talking
You're
about?
Right, and that's how
I never
that's how
trust
people
them.
are. You can't trust.
Plus,
them.
one thing I have to admit about you, you stay on that internet because you
I
don't
do.
even you don't know
I've been
me.
low key on the internet.
You don't even know me. When you put out Small Goals, I know he saw when you put out Small Goals, and I reposted you, and I was like, "Yo, I love this album," and then you commented and liked it. I'm Carlton Banks,
Yeah.
and I go, "Bruh, like for real?" You get a lot of
That
love.
shit
come
took
across-
2
you come
seconds to
across
do.
as like a
Like
real
we gotta
yeah.
stop being so
That ain't
impressed.
hard to do.
That's
It
crazy
does,
though,
it ain't.
bro.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing for me to reply
Yeah.
back to your put 300 signs and press send back
Yeah.
and like your shit.
You
which
know what?
just- I can take that shit takes 2 seconds.
does
for me
take
to
2
do.
seconds.
But it impresses
But
you.
it
You
impresses.
understand that?
Yeah.
But that's crazy. So like it's like. I need to impress you with something from talent. Like it seems like talent doesn't even impress people sometimes. It just be like, man, look, people be posting that, hey, Wiz Khalifa followed me. They'll show that Wiz Khalifa followed them. They'll make a post
You're right.
that
That's
Wiz
true.
Khalifa followed them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
But
all he did was push a
show-
button
He
on
just
his
pressed
phone.
the one button.
He didn't let you
Yeah.
in
But
the
he
club.
got
You ain't
5 albums.
But that's the importance of like why you want what's gonna change
Because they're trying to
now
allude
that
to the
Wiz
fact they're
Khalifa
like,
followed, you
oh,
know what I'm
maybe
saying?
Wiz sees something in me that y'all should see in me, and it's just like, yeah, you should lead out. You should definitely lead out with the talent, like
Yeah.
I
The
like
talent
that
needs
idea.
to be leaded out, and they're pushing the artist before the music.
Yeah.
now,
That
you
is
know
true.
what I'm
You
saying?
got a lot of people. I always ask them when somebody puts something out. Like there's certain rappers I just don't like, and I'm like, I always ask the people like, do you like him as a personality, he or she as a personality, or is it the music? And a lot of times they're like, well, and I'm like, yeah, the music's garbage. It's just that the personality is what it is. I mean, just in my humble opinion. Plug.
Wait, since we doing that, and we still got time. Oh, we already 20 minutes. That's a good one so far. Hey, let's play a little bit of Take Me Back. Let's play Take Me Back real quick, and we're gonna get into because we've left Pugtunes.
Oh, we've left him in the cold. We got to make him.
Let the,
Yeah.
No, because I want to.
We gotta be a summer.
Some more about the sound because we talked about him coming up, but just you coming up. Like, what part of town you coming from, and then what gets you this sound? Like like you have a real soulful sound, and it's real approachable for a lot of people. Like a lot of people like your sound. Like they play it and it's just like, where does that come from? So I feel like I asked like 18 questions, but let's go back and let's just talk about like where you come from, like what part of town.
I'm from Missouri City, Texas, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, let's just jump to the soulful sound, man. Where does that come from? What makes you say like, let me make these soulful beats? And I'm not gonna say that Houston isn't known for the soulful beats, but we're not like that sound. Your sound sounds very Houstonish,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like there's something different about it.
Yeah. Man, my son, I really listen to a lot of UGK. I'm really
Okay.
like influenced by country rap tunes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
okay.
you know, Joe, that type of sound is what I come up on. So that's what I listen to this day. So
You have a couple of mixtapes, country rap tunes, right?
I got 2 albums I did. Yeah, country trap tunes. But for the most part, I don't listen to too much new records. I just listen to old records. I'm a crate digger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I sit around listening to records all day, and I catch grooves off of them and try to go somewhere different because everybody sound kind of the same, you know.
It's true.
And it's you come to a fork in the road for a producer where you get lazy when you're making a beat, and you can sound like everybody else because you know you're scared to go over that plateau. But I try to take it the other way. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you were talking about, especially about Pimp C. Did you see that last Netflix documentary?
hip-hop, yeah.
The thing that I would say, the number one thing people would talk about that I thought was impressive is just the amount of musical artists that he had for that album.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking about the musical artists that came through, and
Yeah, I
this
hear
was
stories
not
about-
somebody just sitting, just trying to put some stuff together. This is somebody that's like, say what you want about the album or not, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
This man put in work. Well, we're talking about keyboardists, guitarists,
Yeah.
drummers, like all this stuff
Yes.
that he brought in to flesh out a sound, which some people today might just be like, oh, you know, I'd have just done this. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
myself.
So, yeah.
That's what I do. I bring in. I got a guitar player. I bring in a bass player, a few key players and stuff. I try to bring them in. I was just in the studio the other day where somebody was telling me I need to bring more in, you know, because
It's the sound. I'm telling you, the sound is because by the time you get to like projects like Nights in the International Ballroom, which I know y'all were like, I didn't know this was just like something for like a small group of people, but that's usually the album I'll play for people to get them into your to get them into your music.
that's what's up.
I was like, yo, you want to listen to D-Lo, you want to listen to Pugtunes, listen to this, and I'm telling you, one, if you like this, there's plenty more
There's
that
so
you
much
got to
more.
listen to.
Yeah.
So that's always something big. How do you two connect?
Man, we went to the. Well, I don't think we went to the same school. Middle school. Oh, my bad. We just from the same
We from
like
the same
radius,
area,
man, same
man. We
little
from-
area. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Same, around the same age, same area. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a question we ask everybody that come on the show because we've had some guests have some funny answers. At what point? It's two-part. At what point do you guys decide I'm doing music? Like I feel like I can make a living off of music.
It's just a transition in life where it came about, man. You know, I don't think one day I just said like, just today let me start doing this. It just gradually grew into a lifestyle, like a hobby that grew into a lifestyle, man, and then opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Bud?
I started off playing instruments, you know what I'm saying,
There
as
we
a
go.
child. So I made my first beat probably like 7th grade, but I probably sold my first beat when I was 15. So
Okay.
from the time I probably came out of school, I said I'm going to be a music producer.
Okay,
That's
and
awesome.
then so that leads us to the second part. How your parents feel about like me? Because
At
we've
fir-
had some fun
Yeah,
answers
yeah,
on that.
yeah.
Because they usually like, how were they at first, and then how are they now?
At first, they didn't understand it.
Uh,
Cause my mom's an educator, so she was like, get a degree and
Yeah,
go get a corporate
yeah.
America type thing. But now it's cool because people tell them, hey, your son doing this, your son doing that, so they cool about it.
okay,
Yeah, they
that's
cool
all.
about
That's
it.
all it takes is somebody
Yeah,
just
yeah.
telling your mom one time, like
Yeah.
they're like, "Who? My son?"
Yeah.
Okay.
He's really making it out here. He's doing his thing. What about you, D-Lo?
Man, it was kind of the same way. You know, like my pops and my sister, you know, they both like degree graduates, you know what I'm saying, went on, got some great career jobs,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and it's just like, okay, I could have tagged that and done along with that, but I wanted to choose a different route to show I really did this to like show my pops a long time ago that like I could do something too. I can create something and do something just like you've been creating and doing something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do this. You ain't got to help me. I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna try to do this myself. You know what I'm saying? I might have could have asked you for $4,000 to do this. I might have could have asked you for $2,700 to do this, but I never did. You know what I'm saying? I always just wanted to do it myself. So
Self-made.
it just that grew into an ambition to do, and so it's like I have to start generating some type of revenue from this. I have to start creating some type of income off of this. You know what I'm saying? It might not come as scheduled as a regular job, but the payoff on it, I have to continue doing other things as well till it comes off. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
That definitely made it easier. Revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you start getting paid,
Revenue
work,
stream.
taking
once
care of
you
yourself.
start
They ain't,
being able to take care of yourself, that
Yeah.
makes it a little. It branches us out from hobby to okay, I'm actually doing. Now you have other avenues too, like
Yes.
Dex by Delorean.
Yeah. There's
What?
something else. What you about to say?
No. I'm just.
That's
like,
amazing.
that-
We heard about that 6 months ago. Yeah.
That's something my pops showed me how to do. You know what I'm saying? He showed me how to. Every house we stayed in, we built our own patio in the backyard. Like it was nothing. So then it was like I was doing them, and I was like, should I post this shit on Instagram? You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be like D-Lo out
Yeah.
here doing patios and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Dex
saying?
by DeLorean.
No,
right
but
there.
that's honestly
But
what I like.
That's what
about
I
it.
want to show people
Yeah.
because, like, if you really love making music, like, you can't be mad that you don't make any money off of it because you got to look at, like, if you want, everybody like they're artists. Think about all the artists back in the days whose pictures are worth millions of dollars a day. They wasn't making money as soon as they drew that
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the fact that you trying to be an artist so bad, you're not even understanding what an artist mean. They don't make artists don't make money
No.
till they die.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Artists pay the price.
So, and you have to figure out a way to be like, man, if I love this shit so much and I want to live and keep doing it, I need to be doing something else when I'm not making money doing this to generate more money and not just live on the fact that I want to be a rapper.
That's what's
You know what I'm saying? You got to get out that phase because it's so easy to get stuck in that phase when everybody telling you dope. You go, man, you ain't even got to go to school. You ain't even got to go to college, nigga. What you going to college for? You dope. You rap, nigga. You know what I'm saying? When a teen keeps hearing that 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 22-year-old, hears that daily, he gets into the trap that I'm gonna be successful rapping. All I gotta do is put this mixtape out. When this mixtape come out, everything gonna be good. But what people don't know, man, when you sell one song on iTunes January the 1st, you don't get it till the end of March.
Yeah.
Or early April, depending on how this shit was set up. So if you gonna wait 3 months, even if you go platinum, you gonna survive broke 3 months.
Oof.
So it's like you have to figure out a way until then. It got to be a way until then that you figure out and do it. It's been ups and downs doing this shit, but I figured out a way to do something that I know how to do that people don't want to spend the time to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all it's about. It's like them patios are easy to make when you figure out how to do it, and then someone who doesn't spend their time worrying about how to make one, it looks amazing to them. You know what I'm saying? And you can, and that can goes with any craft. You can make cakes. You can draw and be like, no, you just don't take your time. When you take your time doing something, it's gonna look amazing to somebody who doesn't spend a second doing it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Speaking of taking your time, how long does it take you to make the average album?
I normally take I normally take a year, but it just seems like it normally seems like a year to make a nice project. You know what I'm saying? When it's not forced upon, I could make a tape in a week. You know what I'm saying? But why do that?
I understand
Yeah,
because
yeah,
your music sounds well put together, and like I said, when you put together an album, it sounds like a whole album.
It normally is when I say that because I'm normally using a song that's probably 2 years old that no one's ever heard.
Really?
So how do you
Yeah.
count that? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So you might be sitting on a song that finally fits this project now. It's finally talking about this project, and it goes to that. That song 2.5 years old. So how long did it take you to make the project?
That's true. That's
You
a
feel me?
great thing about music.
So yeah, I don't never worry about. I don't never be like, man, hope we can do this in a year and have this shit done next year. I just keep working, man. When I feel like something else almost done, I'm ready to get it out. But top of the year though, I have a new system I ain't working with.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we re-dropping small goals, is remixing mastered. I'm gonna have some additional joints on there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's gonna be everywhere.
Really?
I'm gonna be everywhere with this
That's
shit.
what's up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my first time addressing it on y'all podcast. So
You hear it here first. That's amazing.
Now,
Golly.
now, Pug, how do you decide the artist that you want to work with? Because you work with some nice art. I just like the sound that you kind of bring out of artists. So how do you say like, yo, this is the guy this is who I want to be with?
I like the music to be soul, like in the touch the soul. So they got to be talking about something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, talking about something and just well with their craft. You know, I try to give each artist a different sound on each record I do.
Like you and
Big Fats.
Big
Yeah.
you and Big Fats
You and
album.
Big Fats.
And I was just like, that's where I was like, yo, who is this dude? And Big
Memoirs
Fats
of the Kitchen Staff.
is constantly
Boy.
saying your name. First of all, I thought your name was Puggy 2 times. For the longest time, I was,
times, yeah.
I was like, yo, he's got that voice. But I was like, yo, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, that. And then hearing you in the International Ballroom too, and I'm just like, yo, this dude. So, and like I said, it don't sound like something that's like, yo, let's sit down for a week
No,
and let's throw this together. Because for a while in rap, that's what people were saying.
Yeah.
They were proud of the fact that it was like, hey man, I made 800 songs in a month,
4 days.
I'm like,
I look
why?
at it like
why?
I look at it like eating. Like we could warm a meal up in the microwave and it'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? But if we cook this roast for a day, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be way better.
No, that's great.
So
That's perfect.
I like to take my time with it, slow cook it. You know, be tedious with it, tinker with it, and then put it out.
So both of y'all have that in common, because that's one thing that, even just like I said, hearing your music, it all sounds, I mean, it's not fly by night. I hear a lot of rappers. There's so many rappers, and you just hear, all I hear is, I mean, after a while, just knowing chord progression and everything, all I hear is like, okay, you're just gonna F sharp, you're gonna 1-3-5 me the whole entire time. Do do do. Okay, that's great. And then I hear your music, and it has that fat sound. It's like, it's reminiscent of early Dr. Dre. Not how you play it, it's just the sound of it. I'm like, golly,
and
man.
the style of the way. Do y'all ever feel like, for both of you, I guess this question, do you feel as a producer, like in this day and age, like rappers feel like, oh, that Pug moved too slow for me? And same thing with you. Do you feel like as a rapper, they're like, nah, Delorean, he moved too slow? Like, you know, because y'all
As far as
take
the tempo of the music?
No, not just tempo of the music.
Talking
In terms of the
time
amount
on
of
the
time
record.
that y'all take creating an album. Because we're in a day and age where people are literally like, oh, yeah, man, I got signed. I just, we just found out about you. You got 1 million followers. I just started making my album. Album's coming out in a week.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it. People will get online, say it's a classic, and then
Yeah.
we just forgot about it
That's
like
the
a week
toughest
later.
way to go.
Yeah.
That's the toughest route to be as an artist. You
Yeah.
don't want to blow up like that because it feels like, I'm not going to say you don't want to blow up like that. I'm going to say that's the toughest way, and I'm going to explain it to you. Because next year you have to be just as great as that.
Yes.
Man.
That next
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
That next season. Your next single. You know what I'm saying? Like, Flick of the Wrist was a dope-ass movement. Dope-ass movement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants that in the career to go platinum. Everybody goes that. But when it comes to the fact that if that next song doesn't go double platinum,
People look like you
he
felt.
fell out. He
Yeah.
didn't do what he's doing.
Like look at 50.
You have to
Yeah.
build something to stand on and continue on. So even if you do get punched, beat up in the elevator like
Yeah.
Jay-Z, or do something else that might kill somebody else's
Something
career,
else.
you have
Beautiful
stood on
elevator.
so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
things they can't take it away from
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing a lot of people get signed, and I haven't even heard catalogs of their music. Haven't even heard a project from them.
That's
Not at
usually
all.
You know what
what
I'm saying?
happens.
Yeah.
So
I'm seeing a lot of
what's
people
the
that chart
what's
on
the
Billboard.
interest?
and
Where's
I've
the
never
interest
heard
at?
the music.
Where's the interest in a fan's point of view? Why would you put so much interest in someone that you've known for 12 months than your favorite underground hip hop artist?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true.
Why is it so much? Why you spending $87 on her ticket and want to get in free to his concert? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about, we have to change the realization of what music is. Value, it has to be valued again.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? It's a whole nother topic we can get going on, how they just selling our music for 99 cents. We ain't got no control
Hey,
over that.
hey.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like how they doing the
Yeah.
movies now. Netflix is killing the movie
Yeah,
theaters.
yeah.
They trying to kill. It's minimizing what an artist can get. You know what I'm saying?
we was on a podcast too where they was talking about. I mean, Hash broke it down where he's like, "Look, man, if you like your artist, buy their music, like for real. Like
Buy
I know
it.
you.
A lot
I know
of people
you,
be hitting
not
me with the
streaming.
download
I
peak.
streamed it.
Boys be hitting
I-
me with.
he goes, no,
Boys be hitting
buy-
me with the. Yo,
buy
this crazy
it.
right here. I be like, appreciate the support, bro. I'm really dope that you grabbed it. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That made me 0.00 point penny. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But I
Yes.
appreciate it though.
I appreciate
one
every little
One
thing,
time I
yeah.
posted a patio. And the dude was like, "Oh man, that patio dope, but where's the next mixtape?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Man, where's the next song I can play, a stream or something?" I'm like, "Man, I make a half a penny a stream. I just made $3,600 making this.
Yeah.
Like, what? I thought
Yeah.
winning was the objective.
Yeah.
Winning
Yeah.
isn't the objective anymore.
Yeah.
Winning is looking like you're
Looking like you win.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Social
That's the
media.
objective now.
Yeah.
So if I made $1 million doing patios, would I be cool? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would that be to you? It would be you.
Yeah.
You have.
Oh, but we got a different mindset. I
Yeah,
know.
we talking about.
Look, I
we
know
talking
that.
about
I
double
know.
XL cover cool. We
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pop
Because
culture.
I know
cool.
you've heard some people be like, "Oh, you doing decks online?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
this
know
nigga-
people be like,
yeah, yeah,
"Oh,
this
you-
nigga D-Lo
you
a
working
carpenter now."
You working a real job?"
This nigga.
Oh, he must have fell off. You know,
This
I'm
nigga-
like,
hey, this
he
nigga
got a
a
whole
carpenter now,
business.
yeah.
That's
I
how it
thought
works.
winning was the objective,
yeah.
though. I thought progressing was the
Yeah.
objective. If that's not it, what is it then?
But let the decks take off, and you a rapper with the deck, and then everybody's like,
Oh
well,
no! It's like I gotta do a hobby now.
carpentry, too.
I gotta start doing something from the
Know what
trunk
I'm
now.
saying?
But that's
Yeah.
what I want everybody to do.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that's
a
what you
trend.
want.
I don't have a problem with
That
everybody
would be a
doing.
great
I want
trend.
everybody to do that.
Yeah,
Hard work.
Let's play a
It's
little
your
bit
trend.
since we talk about hard work, and let's play some Apollo Creed. Let's play that one. Man, did you see Apollo Creed?
I ain't seen
Creed.
part two
Nobody
yet.
saw Creed. You gotta see Creed Part
Yeah.
2, man.
I gotta see
Part
Creed
2.
1.
Y'all
man.
seen Creed yet? I tried to get this on the soundtrack.
Nah,
I waited till-
hey,
Oh man.
But what was dope was just to
It
see
was-
that everybody supported that they tried to get it on there. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I saw
Like,
that. I saw
everybody
that little
was
movie.
motivated on trying to get it on and said, I really didn't want to do it. And Pug told me actually that, I was like, man, it's too dark. You know what I'm saying? I should have tried, because this song is probably a year old. This video this song probably a year old. I was supposed to drop this before night. I was supposed to drop Small Goals before Nights of the International Ballroom.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah. So the fact that people want to hear music that I know is just it's not dated, but it's not I'm 2 speeds ahead of that now. You know what I'm saying?
It makes
Like,
sense.
I got something else where it's gonna be like, you like that. That's the basic, you know. That's the model.
Wow.
You feel me? It's something else now. It's something else now. So it just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You got to keep going. A lot of people think this shit happens like in a year or two, man. It takes a while to create somebody's mind to say like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit don't happen every day. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas like Louis and Gucci, that shit old in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit old. Older than Tommy Hilfiger, and they say
That's
that shit
true.
old.
Yeah.
But Tommy out of style. But Gucci,
Yeah.
1,000-year-old shit.
Yeah,
You go,
you're
you
right.
you see a Louis Vuitton
Yeah.
case in a Western and be like, damn,
Yeah.
Louis old in a motherfucker.
It really is.
You feel me?
Yeah, Louis and Gucci.
The value of Louis is so strong because it's been continued. The process of making it great has kept going.
Polo.
They didn't stop one
Like,
year and then
man.
we're going to go back and make this shit cool again. They still make Louis.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And they try not to follow. You know, you don't want to get into following the trends. Like you see somebody like a new brand come out and do something like, okay, we need to change everything up.
Yeah.
Supreme.
Like, we're
Now
going
we
to change the
need to-
Louis symbol. Let's
Yeah,
change the
Supreme.
Louis symbol.
Change up the
Nah,
whole
you got to
symbol.
stay down and be
Or
yourself.
you see
That's
Ye
what
coming
people
out with
relate
new
to.
shoes, and you like, okay, now I got to do exactly what he doing, and it's like,
If
nah.
you switch, if a chick switched her hair on you every week and her Abby and her name, you wouldn't know who the fuck
No.
she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
She has to keep something consistent for you to, and you have to do that with everything you market and everything you putting out.
Absolutely.
Keep the same vibe. I mean, you know, it just has to be some continue. When you see Nas album, he had something where it's like his baby picture, his older picture. This, you know, it was something continuated. The title of the tracks was a sentence.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is right now. I'm
Yes.
a Nas fan, but
Yeah.
Nas, it was written.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm
Yeah.
high right
I
now.
understand.
I
So
forgot what it
anyway,
was, and I am,
it's something
yeah.
that you can take home and digest.
It all comes
Yeah.
together.
Digest,
You
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah.
Like, give people something to digest. People don't even have a story no more. It's just like club song, trap song, miss my homie song, truck club song,
Girl song.
girl song. You know what I'm saying?
With the R&B person.
I said,
Yeah.
man, let me get Houston something so much. People love Houston so much. Let me give them a project people can relate to. And you feel like, yeah, you had to be inside to understand it. Yeah, you had to be there in the 90s to understand it. You had to be there in the screw
Yeah.
era to understand it.
Yeah.
You catch on like everybody else. No, like instead of giving you something everybody else is doing, make a journey for somebody.
It makes
When
sense.
your chick on your anniversary, leave a map on the way to the room with the rose. You feel me? Don't just send her a dick picture. You know what I'm saying? She already got that already. She getting them from other people already. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Drop some
Separate
flowers, make
yourself.
a route to the, you know.
Show that you put in
show
work,
something, man.
Show you put in work.
It took me a while to understand it. Like, I wasn't thinking like this when I first put out a project. It was just, I was caught in that, man, you dope. I'm going to just keep making this shit. One day somebody from Airster going to call me, somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep putting this music out. I'm going to blow up because it's look at my
I'm finna be on
Instagram, look at my
Cash
Twitter.
Money.
Everybody saying I'm dope.
What
Look
made
at
you?
me.
What made you change over? What started changing the mentality?
Life gonna change,
Uh-huh.
bro. That's why I be hearing youngsters' pain, but I'm like, man, just keep living and
Yeah.
you gonna get
Yeah.
there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You doing great. They know you now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't even know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know you now. Just keep grinding, stay in there, be available for them, and
That's
go,
one
and
of
you gonna win.
that's one of the biggest things when I see and you know where it comes from when you see like younger artists complaining because I'm like I know what it is like
Bro, I
you
be-
hurt
I be wanting to
you
tell these
want it
cats-
and you want to get it but it's one of those things where I'm like yo first of all you in a better position than what you think you
Oh,
are
yeah.
Bro, check me
and
out.
two you got to grind out
We used to do shows with like 35 people there, 20 people there, and the other people was there for the other artists. Them
Yeah.
other 20 people there would see the other artists. So you really had like 17 fans
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But you trying to make new fans every night in real life, not retweet me, post my shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I caught the tail end of that of just really drawing hardcore fans. And some people, you know, these new artists now, they first show House of Blues. They first show
That is
Warehouse
true.
Live. You know what I'm
Massive.
saying? They
Yeah.
got 20,000 followers now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On
Yeah,
the rip.
yeah.
They got 50, 40. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the
Whatever they
antics.
doing, they got you got it. Just keep doing it.
and you can keep it going I mean if you get 20,000 look if you can
If
sell
I had
out a
20,000 on my first project,
Then
shit, nigga, I'm dope. Yeah, tell me nothing, nigga.
like that was kind of the goal okay
Yeah.
okay
But
Small goals. There you go.
just keep
big
giving them
goal
shit. I don't know, man. Hey, man. Hey, we just I think, man, life just works. Your story keeps going because your life keep going, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like it ain't nothing new to it, bro. We overthinking this shit. Like, it just keep making dope music, stay consistent, be fresh, show things that are success when people be drawn into that. No one wants to keep watching a train wreck. No one wants to keep watching. You don't want to watch just somebody dying all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to just watch something else. You know what I'm saying? Give people something else to watch.
And I think I forgot what I was watching with you the other day, where it was something about. It might have been on Donnie Houston's podcast where you were like, if you are having that much trouble rapping, just stop.
Yeah,
like you don't have to.
It's not a requirement.
I didn't take it as a negative. It's just like, if you want to do the art of rapping, like if you want to do this art, do it. And if it's causing you that much pain, don't. There's so many other things you can do.
It's a syndrome that I think this millennium and before that has created in ourselves, that it's rap or die. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna keep doing this shit until the wheels fall off. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It has to be a transition sometime. Like, even I heard Drake say, like, you don't want to just keep talking about a dude. It has to be some turmoil somewhere.
Absolutely.
And you take that energy and you create it into what you're trying to do. You don't project it every day in the morning on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You put it into some music or whatever you're doing. It don't have to be music. We don't have to be. The only thing I was saying is we don't have to be rappers and LeBron James.
Yeah. I get
it's
that.
too impossible for that. Why are we making the art so hard for us like that?
There's more to that.
It's somebody that work up in operations on the skybox making more than the dude sitting on the bench probably. You know what I'm saying? It's getting no money, getting tax, got agents to pay and everything. And they breaking even. Yeah. They got this. And they ain't have to be top 10 in Duke. You know what I'm saying? It's too hard to do what we want to be successful. It's a bigger list of successful things we can create ourselves.
That's true.
Independency, just being individual, bro. Being yourself is the best way to be, because people going to be like, ain't nobody else like you. There's nobody else like you, bro. That's the best way. That's the best merchandise to sell is yourself. Yeah. When you can sit in the room and get somebody by just talking to them, you're becoming a CEO now. They got you up at a table making $300,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And if you got to sit down and read a script with somebody give you every day, you're making $11 an hour on the bottom floor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not being yourself. Man, I'm cold with this shit. You understand? This shit natural though.
I know, man. Like,
this shit natural though.
Your hard work though, like you say, it's just life.
It's life. You got to keep living.
How you just came up with this hard work mentality, because you're amazing at it. I mean, you can see your passion.
I do this shit, dog.
Not only that, it's what you rap about in your songs. So I like I hate it when they used it with J. Cole, but it is like that everyday working man. Like, I'm a person and I rap.
So I want to hear your music.
And I got stories.
I definitely relate
it.
more to than the best NFL player in the league life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Jay-Z life. But Jay-Z has a way of translating himself to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Why he's.
But but I'm just saying, for example,
he makes him seem like he's just like us, and then
exactly. Then you be like, this nigga human.
You got
billionaire friends.
But then I identify with you because I had $25 on my dresser, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. That's really how it comes down to. So I'm like that. Yeah, that's a huge deal. He Jay's good about making it relate to us, though.
Yeah, man. So
like he has the same problems we have.
I forgot the original question you asked, though, man. I forgot the original question.
I was asking about your work ethic, like where that came from, as far as. But I mean, you've answered in a sense of just life, of just coming up and just seeing how things go. Yeah. Because I mean, even with Dex, you say how you came up with your father with that had to teach you hard work. Because I'm not building the deck.
You think you're not, but after your seventh one, you be like, okay, they want to pay me this much for it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And I like the fact that whether it be the decks or whether it be the music, I like the fact that you're like, I'm focused on the product. I want a quality product that's out there, which is why I think you can release a small goals where you're like, oh, this got old songs on it to you, but to us it still feels like this doesn't feel dated, whereas there are artists out there that can release something and you're like, look, man, this sounds like you did this like 6 months ago.
Bro.
Like, you know what I mean, as opposed to you where it's just like, look, I'm concerned about the product and what I put out. Like, it don't matter what it is, whether it be a deck or whether it be music. I don't want nobody coming out here and standing on the deck and falling through it. Like I want quality product out there. Now, speaking of product coming out, you said small goals. You gonna re-release it?
Yeah, I'm re-releasing it. Put some bonus tracks on there. Just a new press release I'm gonna do on it. Never did one really. Just dropped it for the fans like November, but that'll get the crowd baking for you. That'll get the crowd screaming for the game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to give people something and then take the juice of that to the next wave. But instead of giving y'all new music this time, I'm gonna really push this project and these songs on here with visuals and extra bonus tracks on there for y'all.
Now, Pug, what you got coming out?
I got Big Fat's Baddest Food Truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Doe Beezy Talking to Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I got.
I'm telling man. Go ahead. Pugtunes gonna put out a chronic. I'm putting it on.
That's what
I'm
we
telling
was
y'all
saying.
right now.
Nah.
And I'm telling you right now, like any rapper we talk to and your name come up, they're like, yo, Pugtunes got it. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And then we just kept on listening to the music. And I'm just like, eventually it's gonna hit where I'm like, so many artists like you already.
Yeah.
And then it's already that sound. And I just feel like people don't want to waste your beats.
No.
Like, I don't think people want to get out there and be like, oh, like, I feel like it's just something they're like, oh, if I get out there, I want to impress. I was like, yo, something's going to pop, like, out of you, where it's just, where we talked about, I feel like it's a change of, and not in a bad way, of that Houston sound, like to expand it and not make it just be, we sound just like this, but it's like we sound like this and this and this and this. And I like that. I don't hear people like, oh, we ain't doing the old stuff no more. It's this. It's just like, nah, this just encompasses everything.
Yeah,
and I like that.
We're going to do it all.
Yeah, I like that.
A myriad of sound when you do things. I had to ask too. Where'd you get the name from? Pugtunes.
All right. Pugtunes is really my internet moniker. You know what I'm saying? It's just all constant, so that's how you can find me on the internet. But my name is Pug, and I got that name from my old man. That's my old man nickname.
Oh, yeah.
So when everybody was trying to figure out what nicknames to get, they was getting gangsters. I got my old man.
That's what's
I like
up, though.
that. I like
Because
that.
I always wondered why Pug. I was like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, my old man nickname Puggy, and everybody in the family call him Pug.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah.
You answered a question I've been wondering about for a while.
No, I like that.
Appreciate it.
I like that. So you got Big Fast coming up, and you got who else you say?
Doe Beezy.
Doe Beezy. Okay,
Yeah, me and
okay.
Doe Beezy got one.
And then you got Small Goals coming out.
Yeah, more goals.
More goals.
More goals.
Nah, it's the same title. It's the same title. I might give y'all a project in top of February. Who
I
knows?
mean,
I'm just-
hey.
who fucking knows, man?
That's good.
Who knows?
Because I'm about to say, and y'all are still doing more stuff together. More
Yeah,
shapes,
we
more.
continuously working on new music. Yeah, I know.
Is that where you're going now?
Yeah,
That's
got
what's
to.
up.
Okay.
Is that what's going on?
And what-
Small Goals reissue?
That's where we left from coming here. Like we
I like that. I like that. Now,
Wait, hold on.
no,
Just one
go
more.
ahead. Go ahead.
Are there any features you might be able to tell us about? Any new ones?
You know, when it come to me, I don't. You know, I keep it in the realm of who I sonically move with, and that's man. Actually, me and Scotty ATL. I don't know if you've been familiar with some of his work.
yeah.
He's on a lately song with me. Me and him got a new joint we working on. We got finished actually, and me and Killer Kylie Young got some shit. He releasing soon. I've been working with singers at the moment too, man. Like just people that can just make a vibe. Like it's all
I saw
about
you
the
out there
vibe.
asking, telling Jack Freeman you want to do a whole album.
Me and
with
Jack
him.
been,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we interviewed him.
We
too.
interviewed Jack
Yeah.
too. I was like,
Jack,
yeah.
and Jack knows this. What I'm about to say.
Say
The
it.
first rapper in Houston. As far as I know, before any record, before of him being him, Jack know, man. The records that we started together, we both grew together. His career basically, both of us together. Like my second project, he was a part of, very first second mixtape. And it was just like bringing that R&B rapper sound. People wasn't just doing that since probably
politics,
Mo.
yeah.
Since Mo had singing on this
That's
shit.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not no Houston sound. I wasn't hearing people grabbing R&B males.
Yeah, we had
You
Big
know what
Mo
I'm
and
saying?
Johnny P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So,
Papa Roo.
Oh
Papa
man,
Yeah, that's a totally different good vibe.
blow
But
blunts like how we.
Billy Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Cook, how'd I
Billy
forget
Cook.
Billy
Yeah,
Cook?
Billy Cook.
All that
Papa.
zero, man.
Yeah. So you gonna press Jack and make sure you
Me and Jack supposed to been make a. I think we should make a project, but also Bam Rogers, another good young kid.
Man,
yeah,
Bam
yeah,
Rogers.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, Bam Rogers, he's taking off too. High cat, like every time he just naturally, it's just natural. He don't even write. That shit come out natural.
Really?
Yeah. you
The
ain't
voice
fucking
is
right.
velvety.
Yeah. Man, I don't, who knows what the future might lead, you know what I'm saying?
96 summer, yeah.
Yeah, I've been making joints with, man, I just been working. Like, I put an extra verse. If it need a verse, then I'm going to put it on there till something else happen. Like, shit, I just been working,
Okay.
man.
And we always appreciate, like we said with Jack, I think we compared Jack to, I said the only person we compare him to, and I should have thought about you, was like Ali Sadiq, where I was like, yo, you stay in Houston, and you just like, I mean, it's not to say you won't leave, but I'm like, just this idea where when people say, oh, you going to sing
the first time he
R&B,
toured,
you got to leave.
The first
And he's
good
like,
tour
nah,
he
don't.
makes, the first tour he does, he'll realize that that's when he's growing. Like, when
Yeah.
you're in another city,
That's true.
and it's just like I was saying earlier when you were talking about the tour, like the reason why it was so effective because in 2 months, 36 nights in 2 months, I was able to perform in front of average 1,000 amount of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's already having I'm already having a sign of success by me being with Big Crit.
That's true.
It's already, the validation in your head is already there. And I
Yeah.
did that 36 nights in 2 months.
Man.
So I was able to go to Detroit and people still know me from this day, from that show.
Yeah.
And it's like, when the new project, I'm from St. Louis, bro. I fucked with you, bro. You can't, that shit was live. Like, so you have to get out of just your everyday, just, bro, man, you jamming, bro. What we, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's your partner, you know what I'm saying? You have to get away from
Yeah,
that sometime
yeah.
and be like, how does my shit taste when they don't even know who the fuck I am? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna figure out who you are real
Yeah.
soon. You know what I'm saying? After that first night, you're gonna be like, okay, they don't like that, but I know what they like now. And it's people love Houston artists. You can go anywhere. People act like Houston just like we last on the totem pole. Like you can go to Pittsburgh and people like, man, you from Houston?
Yeah.
Fucks with Houston.
They love
dawg.
everything about us.
Now we
Love
was talking
Houston.
about,
You know what I'm saying?
who was that we was talking? We was talking about when LES went to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
Les went
LES
to
was
Jap-
showing,
yeah, when Les
to
went to Japan,
and that was like a sold out crowd, and they screaming Houston songs, and I'm like,
That's
"Dog, you in
dope.
Japan?" And he's just like, "Dog, it's
Jack
that's just
Freeman,
what it
yeah.
is."
We understand how strong our influences, our
That's
powers
yeah.
are. We can use them, man. Instead of just shooting them at each other, we can use them against the world. Feel me?
When we were talking about Jack, he went to New York for it because
Yeah.
he's funny as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Super funny.
I'm like, this does comedy. I'm like, this dude is hilarious.
I went to one of his shows, House of Blues. He killed that shit. Like he like
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
live shows was stupid, man.
Well, shoot, I guess we'll just end on that positive note. Now that once Houston
Small
realized-
goals out
Small
now
goals.
on all markets. It will be reloaded up top of the year though. But get it right now. Check out what everybody else is on. It's on all platforms. Instagram, I am Delorean. Oh, they got me. They high tech over here. I don't have to do no verbal drops. They got me.
Nah, it's all up there.
It's all
man.
up
We'll
there.
have
It's all
it.
up there.
We'll
I
have
ain't
it all
got
up
to-
there
I
for
ain't
you,
even
man.
got to tell y'all it's up there.
Plus, I mean, Pug, we got to get you back.
Yeah.
Because we talked a little bit, but there's so much more. We have so many more
yeah.
questions.
Yeah,
but I mean,
man.
it just is what it is. This is in my humble opinion. No, actually, wait, hold on, Pug. You got to plug something.
Pugtunes.com for your leases and exclusives. Any rappers need tracks, pugtunes.com.
And that's true. If you need tracks, go get him. Because
I'm telling you.
like Just Devon says, there's gonna be a chronic. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a Houston. Like, you're gonna usher in a new era of just music for us that the nation sees. We know.
Y'all gonna
But-
be hating when he
yeah.
big.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I knew him when he was
Tracks,
just.
$6,000, $6,000.
I'm about to say, I knew him when
Y'all
he was
like
selling
Snoop
the
and
tracks
Dre.
and shit. Yeah, I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
both
man.
of y'all like
I'm
Snoop and
telling
Dre.
you.
It's gonna come from
And
y'all.
it's gonna come out. It's
but
gonna
that's-
happen.
It is what it is. This is In By Humble Opinion, where the opinions are humbled. Once again, back like that first time. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
We're gone. Bye-bye.
All right. That's it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Nah, we appreciate both of y'all coming out. Man. That was,
We really did.
I was like, yeah, I did not expect you to bring Plug. And literally.